Hi friends, familiar background, right? I'm back in Vietnam wearing my Batman PJs. I'm wearing my glasses because it's 4 a.m. in the morning, totally jet lagged. I just returned from a 2-month long trip to the United States. While I was in the US, my friends, the investors, as well as entrepreneurs kept asking me, does Vietnam make sense to invest and put my money in Vietnam? Should I invest in David and the Ethos Fund to actually invest into Vietnamese startups? Does that make sense for a US investor, US money? My answer was yes all the time.
Yes, 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 yes!
Today I'm going to show you why my answer is a yes. Also, the entrepreneurs kept asking me, does it make sense for us to work with engineers in Vietnam? Does it make sense for me to actually do my startup in Vietnam? Again, my resounding answer is a yes.
Yes!
This is on top of mind for me. I want everyone to know why Vietnam is an extremely safe, not only safe, but great strategic bet for you to put your money there, especially if you're from the United States. Number one, did you know that Joe Biden and Vietnam is about to sign a strategic pact? Joe Biden just announced that mid-September-ish, the details are still to be confirmed, coming to Vietnam, coming to Hanoi to meet with the leaders. These leaders are going to talk. This makes a lot of sense. Security-wise, these two countries have the same security concern, if you know what I'm talking about. Did you know Vietnam was at war with China for 1,000-ish plus years? They don't like each other, and that makes sense for the US. In this region, especially this contentious region, there is no better ally than Vietnam. Vietnam's demographics makes it an extremely attractive country. For the next 10, 20, 30 years, Vietnam will remain a very powerful influence in this region because of their young demographics. Furthermore, all of the US allies, Korea, Japan, in this region, are already investing heavily foreign direct investments into Vietnam. Korea, I believe, put billions already, right? Anyways, moving forward further, did you know Facebook? There are 70 million Facebook users. This is the up-to-date number right now. 70 million Facebook users in Vietnam. That's a US social media platform, and Vietnamese people are using it like crazy. So the activity and the fluidity between these countries are already booming. Number two, if you haven't been living under a rock, you probably haven't heard of this, but most likely you have. The VinFast IPO that happened on August 15th. Again, a recent event, $86 billion market cap. That actually made this EV startup IPOing, it's a Vietnam-based startup, okay? IPOing in the United States, New York's IPO, the biggest EV startup. Even if you combine all the other EV startups in the United States, even the ones that are coming from China into the United States, put them all together, all those startups, still, this IPO is worth more than all of that.
Nani?
Literally, the VinFast company is now worth more than all the other startups, EV startups put together. The VinFast IPO actually made VinFast worth more than Ford, GM, all of these US car companies. That's actually pretty crazy. This also goes to show the promising nature of a Vietnamese startup and its potential to IPO in the United States. In the past, I talked about the whole unicorn breakthrough, right? Now there's might be an IPO breakthrough, US IPO breakthrough from Vietnam to the United States. Again, guys, there's more to come. It's exciting times. Vin Group paved the way with VinFast, and we're looking forward to more of this kind of thing happening. Third, Fulbright University. Fulbright University is a non-profit university it opened in 2017, okay? But it took 20 years for the US State Department to push, along with its, the US supporters, to make this university happen. It's a fully US-backed university. I can't think of any other university in the world where the State Department pushed so hard to make a US-based university happen in a foreign country. That happened in Vietnam. Anyways, number 4, guys. Did you know that the US embassy in Hanoi, they are putting in $1.2 billion. That's more money that the US ever invested in anything in its embassies to make this happen. This is huge. It's supposed to be like 32,000 acres of land, and that's kind of a lot of land to establish an embassy. It goes to show, again, the promising nature and diplomatic ties between these two countries. Last but not least, I do want to talk about the political nature of everything. Yes, Vietnam is a communist country. The US is not. But not all communist countries are the same. It's kind of like saying all burgers and pizzas the same, because they're not. Actually, there are pizzas that are more favorable to your palate and pizzas that are not. Likewise, just because Vietnam is a communist country doesn't mean that your money invested into startups in Vietnam is unsafe. Look, communism is a way that the political system is ran here. And I get it. It's unfamiliar with the way things are done. It's not how things are done in the United States. Things are top down, the way they are in Vietnam. I get that. However, Vietnam, its history, its economic incentives, and just strategically where it's located makes it actually, all these benefits actually outweighs this drawback, right? Vietnam, its history, its economics, its people, all of these pros actually outweigh that con that a lot of you guys are thinking about. Vietnam being a communist country actually, I think, is not a con for your money to be sitting here. In fact, it creates stability and safety. Vietnam is a very safe country. I can go out at 4 a.m. in the morning, like right now, and I know that I'm gonna be safe. I'm not worried for my life or that somebody's gonna come and rob me. Vietnam, again, my conclusion is a very, very safe bet for anybody thinking about startup investing tech here. I talked to you guys about the past about how the tech talent here is amazing. It continues to be amazing. They continue to pump out a lot of great engineers from the STEM fields. I believe 40% of graduates from Vietnam universities are from STEM majors. It's crazy. Anyways, I hope I justified it further with some current event news, why Vietnam is a great place for you guys, especially for you guys in the United States, to invest your startup money here. All right, guys, if you're interested in more of this, please comment below. Let me know if you have any questions about startup investing in Vietnam. I'll talk to you later. Bye.